Good evening, boys and girls. This is Shadi bringing you another episode of Liverpool FC and Vancouver Whitecaps Fan TV. I'm bringing you this episode from a very wet and rainy Friday afternoon in Vancouver downtown. I'm actually attending the Vancouver Whitecaps versus Los Angeles Football Club match later this evening. This episode, I'm just going to concentrate on the matches from the last week, which was Everton versus Liverpool, and of course the Liverpool versus Man City second leg match in the UEFA Champions League. Let's go to the Everton match. The Everton match versus Liverpool was not an exciting match at all. It was one of those matches that Klopp decided to rest most of the star players and to give the other guys a chance to go out and prove themselves. It wasn't a very exciting match on both sides. I think the things that stood out was definitely the goalkeepers. I think Karius made a world-class save. Is he a world-class goalkeeper? I don't think so. Pickett on the other side definitely played well. He kept us out. He kept Solanke out. He kept Milner out twice, and he played quite well. The man of the match definitely was Pickford. At the end of the match, it was a 0-0 draw. I was happy with it. Everton were happy with it. Everyone was happy with it. But was it one of those memorable matches? Definitely not. It was one of those boring, dreary matches that you could ever have. But nonetheless, Everton towards the end gave us a little bit of a scare. But nonetheless, we came out with a point each. I won't judge Liverpool too harshly because we had bigger things on our minds moving forward later in the week against City. I think it's if you look at Everton, and they have to look at themselves as to they put out their best team and they couldn't beat our second-rated team. So that tells you a lot about Everton as a football club. Nonetheless, it was a good point for both sides, and we move on, right? And we then move on to Tuesday, which was one of those fantastic matches that we all was looking forward to, the City versus Liverpool match at the Etihad Stadium. And I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't sit the entire match. I was so nervous. I thought I'm going to have an ulcer. That's how stressed I was about the match. The first half, City had us. They pressed us from every angle. And of course, they got the early goal, and that came from a mistake from Van Dijk, right? And that was a silly mistake. And all of us know when we play football is that you play for the whistle. You play for the referee to blow a foul. And Van Dijk did not do that, and silly error on his part. And Sterling got in and then laid it up for Jesus, and he scored. And City was 1-0 up, and their plan was coming together. They pressed us from every possible side, but we stood strong. Towards the end of the first half, they actually did score, and it was ruled offside. But we all know that was a definite goal. That was a goal. And many people are saying that if that was a definite goal, the second half would have been quite different. Maybe so, but nonetheless, it doesn't take out the fact that we played so well in the second half. We defended well, and then we scored 2 goals with Mo Salah and Firmino. And no one can tell me Liverpool can't defend. No one can tell me that we are a top-heavy side, that we only attack, we don't know how to defend. The 2 legs against Man City proved something, that the Liverpool team is a team to be reckoned with. And we put 5 past City in 2 weeks. We gave City 2 defeats in 2 weeks. That says a lot about our team. It doesn't say a lot about City, because City is a phenomenal side. They ran away with the league this year. Let's not take anything from them. They have a world-class players in the team. They definitely have a world-class manager. And they definitely put on a world-class show for us in the entire year. And they're just gonna wrap the league up in a few weeks' time. Nonetheless, Liverpool comes there and we trash them in 2 legs. That says a lot about Liverpool. Liverpool is definitely on the rise, and it's a great team. We won that match, and I take my hat off to the team, to the management, to the supporters, to everyone. This is Liverpool. We don't expect anything less from Liverpool. Going into the draw, I think it was this morning. I woke up quite early to watch the draw, and to say I was quite excited for the draw. But at the end of the day, people were asking who would you prefer. I actually don't prefer anyone. I would take on anyone that we come across. This is Liverpool. We don't fear anyone. We're not a club to take the easy route. It has never happened for us in history that we got the easy route. We've always done things the hard way. We won the 2005 in the most bizarre fashion possible, with a team that doesn't even match up to the team that we have today. Nonetheless, the draw did take place. We got Roma, and if you had to push me for an answer, I would have preferred Real in the semi-final. It would have been nice to see them at Anfield, as well as us taking them to the Bernabeu, and that would have been a great matchup for us. And then it would have been an awesome final against either Roma or Bayern Munich. But nonetheless, we got Roma. The interesting fact about Roma is that they haven't been defeated in the Champions League at home. They have not conceded a goal at home. That's pretty scary stuff, guys. We're not going to take Roma lightly. We have to do the job at Anfield, which we know any team coming to Anfield know they're scared. No one wanted us. No one wanted to tackle us in the second round, in the quarterfinals, semi-finals. No one wanted to do that because they know what a dangerous team Liverpool is. We are phenomenal side when it comes to knockout competitions. I wish we did it more often in the local league against. In the FA Cup and the League Cup, but nonetheless, in the Champions League, Liverpool just transforms into a phenomenal team, right? And there's something about the Champions League that just changes the whole club and changes the supporters, and Anfield becomes a fortress. If we're talking about a fortress, Roma has a fortress. So we have to go there at the second leg and do the job against them in Rome. I got a good feeling about it. Yes, we can do it, but am I counting my chickens before it hatches? No. Who would I want in the final? Should it be Real? Be awesome to get Real. They've been a phenomenal team this last few years, dominating Champions League. And then we got Bayern Munich, Klopp's old nemesis, right? So I don't really care. At the end, I want to see Liverpool lift the trophy. Our next obstacle is Roma. It may seem easy on paper, but it's not. They have a phenomenal midfield, and they have a world-class goalkeeper. And if you look at their midfield, I think they have a better midfield than Liverpool. If you look at the goalkeeper, they have definitely a better goalkeeper than Liverpool. But nonetheless, I look forward to the two legs. Liverpool's next match is against Bournemouth later this week, and I look forward to that match. But knowing Liverpool, we might draw or lose against Bournemouth. Typical Liverpool, we beat City twice and go to Bournemouth and we draw or lose. But nonetheless, I'm really hoping that we do pull off a good win against Bournemouth and just keep it going at all times. Please leave your comments, share your thoughts, your opinions. I would really like to hear from you guys. One of the questions I want to leave with you guys to think about is this team going forward. Is this team can be matched to the 2005 team that won the Champions League the way they did? No one gave us a chance then, and right now we beat City. We're up against Roma. We're up against Real and Bayern Munich. Share your thoughts. Are we going to be outdoing the 2005 way of winning the cup? I would like to hear your thoughts. Have a safe weekend, guys, and hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Bye.